Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Weston Boucher and I'm a model out of Southern California, and the goal of my channel is to take my years of experience in the industry and hopefully relate that to you guys to improve your quality of life, whether it comes to grooming, personal style, health and fitness, social media, and beyond. And since you're here, if you haven't already, please do click that subscribe button and alerts so that you know when I upload a video the second it goes live. All right, so it's been a minute since I uploaded my last Q&A video that was all subscriber, Instagram follower submitted questions. That was a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's get started with this next batch of questions, as they're all new. So if you want to check out the previous video, haven't seen it, I'm going to have a link in the video description. So obviously I'm taking the time to do a Q&A because you guys have really specific questions that I keep seeing that have not been answered yet, and or you just want to get to know me a little bit more beyond the YouTube channel and the gram. All right, so I got a list right here. Let's get started. All right, how old are you? Well, the timing is good as I just turned 40 last month. It was an amazing celebration that I didn't even see coming. My girlfriend, Katie, was so amazing, and she surprised me. I walked through the door and it was just a sea of my friends and family. She even flew some of my family in. It was just amazing. So thanks for that again, babe. But yeah, you know, in my experience thus far on this earth, age has just been a number. I feel amazing. Of course, that's been years of consistent, you know, proper diet and exercise. So yeah, make sure you grab my free e-guide in the links in this video description, as I do talk about my training if you're curious about that. Okay, what's next? What's your height, weight, and body fat percentage and waist size? I don't know my body fat percentage. Honestly, I've never measured it. I've always just gone by, you know, how I see my body tightening up in the mirror if I'm getting ready for a shoot or whatever it might be, whatever goal it is. But I am 6 to 6'1" in heels. I would say right now, weight-wise, I'm about 203. I'm bulking up a little bit, putting on more muscle right now. I like to do creatine cycles at certain times of the year. But I generally will float around 195 when I'm fully leaned out and not in a bulking phase. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, waist size, 32 by 32. All right, here we go. What is your dream car and or cars? The Tesla Roadster. I mean, look at this thing. This thing's amazing. It's not out yet, but from what I've seen and what I've read, it's gonna be a monster of a car. I love fast cars, so that would be my dream car. And in addition, I would love to get my hands on the Tesla truck because I just think it looks super intimidating and it's very futuristic, and I just think Elon takes huge risks with design, and they're one of the few car companies where I feel like the concepts actually look like the production vehicles. They used to always bother me about other manufacturers. You see it auto shows and pictures they take, and the cars don't even look like they do for the concept. They dumb them down and make them more conservative. So those would be my dream cars. Oh, to add on that last one, the reason I want the truck is because I grew up riding dirt bikes and I really want to get back to it and go out and trail ride in the desert, which is maybe an hour or so from here in San Diego, where I can ride some trails. So that would be the reason to get that truck, not just for the looks. All right, these next two are kind of funny. Do you have a brother? No, I don't have a brother, sorry. I do have a younger sister, she's 7 years younger. Next one, do you have a gay twin? No, sorry, I don't. Sorry to let you down there. Okay, on a more serious note, this one's kind of interesting. How does one become as successful or more than you? What should the steps be? I thought I'd include this one because, I don't know, I thought it was interesting that, like, the perception of success. For me, I feel like it's all relative, right? Like, I don't feel like I've arrived by any means, and I don't consider myself successful in terms of where I want to be. So again, yeah, to me, it's relative because it's what your quality of life is. That's my gauge a majority of the time, and I have yet to reach the quality of life I want, where maybe I can spend the most time with my relationships, my friends and family, and separate that from work being so much of my identity and so much of my time. So I would say if you're talking about a professional level, it's all about applying yourself to where you think your strengths are and what will keep your interest, because you can have passion, but if you don't have a strategic approach and you don't have a business approach, you probably won't get there on talent alone unless you're just miraculously discovered. And then outside of that, yeah, you would just want to find something that, again, holds your attention, because that's going to help you see it through. That's going to get you through the tough parts of it because you want it so bad and it engages you so much. But yeah, to add to that, you got to be proactive. Like, nothing's going to be handed to you, and you're going to have to take big risks, and there's going to be rejection, there's going to be failure. I've experienced all those, and you keep moving forward, and you have to fall down and learn to know what it is that you're going to end up liking the most. You just got to throw out a lot of fishing lures, and I continue to always do that and test myself and see you know, what again holds my attention the longest. All right, favorite music right now. So I am very eclectic when it comes to music. I played in bands most of my life, and I did classical guitar, electric guitar. I listen to metal, I listen to punk, I listen to alt rock, I listen to prog rock, a lot of hip hop, EDM. Like, I listen to everything, and a lot of pop music too, because essentially, like, to me as a musician, the foundational blocks are a good melody or good beat or great lyrics. So on that note, just right at the moment, I have been listening to Graham Saber. He's a friend of mine, and he's an amazing rapper. He's great at hip hop. Like, you should definitely check him out. He's on like the rise right now in terms of getting more and more exposure. But he's amazing. Gotta check him out. Miles Cameron is another one. Just amazing voice. Check him out. Sabrina Claudio, love her mood and vibe. Who else? Khalid, like, I'm sure you've heard of him, obviously, and Bazzi and Logic. Again, so those are like pretty popular like pop artists, but to me, and Post Malone, I feel like in the pop world, those are standouts right now because of their melody and their ability to create hits. It's just because it's on the Billboard chart right now doesn't mean it doesn't have depth, and it doesn't mean that there wasn't a ton of work and a team that went into every one of those songs. So I find those artists, you know, as maybe some of the ones that are probably going to stick around more than others, and I've been listening to them. So it is hot in here right now. I don't understand. It's like what, the end of October? Man, San Diego is, I'm not complaining because it's like an extended summer for sure, but a lot of these houses by the beach don't have AC, so I'm cooking right now. Anyways, okay, what do you do in your spare time? As of the last 3 years, totally fell in love with beach volleyball. Never played sports my whole life. I was gonna play football as a kid. Family didn't have money for it, so I had bought a guitar after I got a job as a dishwasher, and then that led to me playing in bands and doing music for years and years, which is kind of interesting. So now that I'm doing sports, I'm in love with it, and I play 4 times a week. Me and Katie do a clinic, so we're trying to get our skills dialed in. We love that. I love to ride my motorcycle just down the coast as much as I can. Like I said, the weather here is pretty awesome. What else? I do still play classical guitar, and I haven't been riding as much these days, but yeah. What else? Oh, I do play, I'll be honest, I play a little bit of Call of Duty, probably more than I should. Katie's probably listening. I play Black Ops 4 Blackout, so if you're on there, look me up. My handle is Whisker Biscuit. What do you tell your barber when you get a haircut? Actually did a video because of that many, how many requests I got for that, so check out the link in the description. That one is in there. I am going to do another follow-up video to that fairly soon. I'm going to go up to LA with one of my favorite hairstylists up there that I've mentioned in some of my hairstyling videos, and we're going to do a whole session and just give you guys another perspective from another barber. So, okay, what time in the fall are you going to release your clothing line? Is there not a set date? Okay, I am super excited to release this line, and if I could have released it over the summer, I would have. Being that it's all DIY, I almost lost my phone there, and it's all self-funded. There's just a big learning curve because I'm doing almost everything on my own, but I will say that I just paid the final balance to my main manufacturer yesterday So that means that the order is complete and they are going to be sending out the bulk shipment of all my tops. There's 4 different tops, different colorways. So you can browse the site right now and check those out. You can click a link on there that says email when available, and then that way it's going to let me know what sizes, what colors you guys might want when the time comes, which should be by the end of this month, hopefully. I got to get set up with my fulfillment center to make sure that everything goes smoothly. So there's the reason I'm having these delays are for the best reasons, because I want to make sure that I deliver on quality, on shipping, customer service, all those things for you guys. But yeah, I'm super pumped. This is obviously one of the pieces. This is the lightweight thin sweater in black. Things have turned out amazing and I'm super excited. So go check that out at the links in the description. Okay, so just making sure this video doesn't get too long, because the last Q&A I did, it ended up being 3 parts. And I feel like it's too much information all at once, and people just don't have the time. So I'm gonna break these up into smaller portions. So I'll probably do another follow-up Q&A video after this one, maybe a couple videos from now. So I got all the questions lined up already, so it will be quicker this time, not such a huge break. But on that note, I will take this last question, which is, do you have an agent, or is it possible to find jobs without one? Assuming they're talking about modeling work, I do have agencies that represent me in different territories around the world. So the main one that I get most of my work through is LA Models, which is my mother agent in LA. I'm in San Diego. And mother agent means that you basically commit to that agency running your books or your calendar, and all the other agencies will run things through them in terms of your availability, which is really nice because it can get super overwhelming if one agency reaches out to another one and they don't know the dates and the conflicts and all that stuff. So yeah, but to answer the question, I think that having an agency expands your network, and you would not be able to get certain clients without them, in my opinion. You can only be so proactive as one person, and so that's why I continue to sign with different agencies over the years. So I'm with 9 right now in different parts of the world, like I said. So there's these different teams all over in different demographics and different parts of the industry, whether it's like commercial or fashion, e-com, whatever, and they're working on your behalf because it's in their interests, because after the booking is done, they're going to get a cut of that. You know, they take 20% from talent, and then they usually charge a 20% agency fee. So there's a lot of motivation there on their end to get the booking. And at the end of the day, I'm not worried about that, because if the rate's good, the take home is great on my end still. It's a win-win, and I would rather have my life back versus doing all this correspondence and negotiating on rates and usage terms as myself. There's not a lot of negotiating power, in my opinion, when it's you and the client. When you have an agency in between, it also comes off as more professional, more credible. They're going to speak on your behalf. So I would say, if you are looking to get with an agency, you need to be in a place where the industry is hot. So like LA, New York, London, Paris. Doesn't have to be there, but that's where you're going to have a larger concentration of agencies and clients and shoots, and the demand is higher for models in that regard. If you want to dig deeper, I do have an e-guide called How to Become a Male Model, the Ultimate Cheat Guide, which is all the information from A to Z in terms of what I've done over the years to get where I'm at and you know, be full-time as a model. So, and I do have a playlist on my channel you can check out that's all modeling related. It's self-explanatory. You can see it on my channel page. It's got Q&As and all sorts of stuff like that too. So, all right, guys, that wraps up today's video. If you did like it, please do click that like button. I really appreciate all you guys, your support, the comments. Everything has been so amazing in terms of the feedback. And I've been getting all these messages saying, oh, I just want you to know that you've like inspired me to do this, or you've helped me with this. I'm just a normal guy, so when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, wow. I mean, if I get impact your quality of life, or have a positive impact on your life in some way, that's awesome, because I don't consider myself, like I said, some huge successful person. I've just applied myself in this particular industry. Maybe it seems flashy to some people, But I can say that it's obvious now after the fact that these things I've learned are helpful to you guys, and they've helped me too. So it's, again, a win-win, and it's cool to connect with other human beings and not be just, you know, limited to social media. I do really feel like it's resonating, and it's not just this one-way thing. So thank you guys for that. Yeah, I'm rambling, but hope you guys are doing well, and leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your lives, and any questions, and I will try to answer. But stick around for the next Q&A video. That should be a couple of videos from now. And again, click that subscribe button. I will see you guys next time.